Issaquah Buzz, where we talk about all things business in Issaquah, from new restaurants to retail gossip. My name's Monahan. I work with the City of Issaquah's communications team, and I'm here with one of my favorite people, Jen Davis-Hayes. She works in economic development for the city, and the two of us sure love to gossip business. So let's start. Before we talk, preview, we're going to be talking holidays for this episode, but let's get some business gossip out of the way first of just things that we're hearing. Shout out to those that are providing little tidbits or have questions for us that have been submitting those to us. So thank you for that. So to start out with, I was just mentioning this to you. So my family just got a membership to
Arena Sports.
Thank you, Arena Sports. And there's been a whole lot of excitement, especially among my kids, that there is new and improved things happening, including a family entertainment center. Have you seen kind of even pictures or know more about kind of status for opening?
Oh yeah. So you know where Issaquah Fitness used to be next to Arena Sports?
Yeah.
They cleared that out, filled in the pool, everything's gone. But what's in it is even cooler. So it's Family Entertainment Center. So it has everything from escape rooms, laser tag, virtual sports, an arcade, and a restaurant and bar. And so you can go there for, just for the night. You can do birthday parties, corporate events. And guess when it opens? On November 17th. So brand new, hot off the presses. So people will go check that out. It's really exciting to have an indoor entertainment space for families and young at heart as well.
That's awesome. Yeah, we got a membership just to do indoor soccer while it was getting colder and colder out. But that's great to know that just next door there could be so many fun things for families to do.
Yeah,
awesome.
My boy's birthday is on December 8th, so I'm thinking about calling on, getting done at the same time.
So another one that's come up that I have driven by and been watching closely, Tipsy Cow. Have you been to a Tipsy Cow before? I haven't.
No, I haven't. And I hear everybody who I mention it to says, oh, I love the one in Woodinville or Kirkland. It's great. Yeah. So I'm really excited. And the owners have been really great communicating with us over time, and really, they mentioned they've been looking for a spot for years. And so, they really transformed the corner bakery spot, right? Yes. And so they're hoping to open by the end of this month. So keep your eyes on that. And I think that'll be definitely a favorite new spot for people in Issaquah.
Yeah, and so it's right on Gilman, for those that don't know where the old retail location is, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, and that'll be exciting to try out. And I might even just go look at their menu ahead of time before they open.
Already, yeah.
Right?
No, okay. It's definitely, it looks like really good, I think burgers and brews is their tagline, but lots of other good things. So, and awesome. I think it's just all the environment, right? You got a certain friendly crowd and all that kind of stuff. That's a great spot.
Very cool. Okay, so if we go farther down Gilman, here's one that I am constantly asked about still, and I'm sure you are as well, Jen, Egg and Us.
Yeah, so sad. Right?
I know, yeah. So for those that don't know or haven't driven by, but they suffered a fire a while now. It's been, I forget.
Almost a year.
Almost a year?
Okay. More, a year and a half, yeah.
Yeah, and so located in Gilman Village or in that area, and you see it off Gilman. So, I know that they were in the permitting process and we're looking to rebuild. Is that still the case?
Yeah, I know. You see it and you go, I guess nothing's going to happen because it's been a year and a half.
Right.
So, at first they had a lot of fire investigation between insurance companies. So it took a long time for them to kind of get moving to the next step. But the permit was just approved this week. So again, all these things just now, hot off the presses.
Yeah.
So what that means is that you'll start to see some construction, kind of coming in. They're going to take, be removing some of the things, but they plan to build the restaurant back as is.
Wow.
And so it's been a long time, right? But so depending on how long that takes, definitely, I would hope by next year this time we could be having breakfast there, lunch at Tipsy Cow, and then go to a escape room at Family Entertainment Center, right?
Yes.
Got our day planned.
We can never have too many brunch places in Issaquah. It's like that. I don't know if you've seen that Portlandia skit about Brunch Village, where you have to wait outside online for an hour or longer just to get brunch, right? It's oftentimes those places are so packed, especially on weekends. So I can't wait for them to open again.
Yep.
I was up in Sammamish, our neighboring city, recently, and saw the crumble cookie sign in one of their business parks or one of their retail locations. And I walked over and I was like, I've never had a crumble cookie. I've heard a ton of people talk about it, that it's just, you know, the most amazing cookies of all and huge and, you know, get a whole bunch to sample. So I saw the sign. I was like, well, I better try it. And they were just opening like a few days later. So Sam's had just opened, I think like a week or two ago. But that reminded me of like, what's going on? I've heard also rumors that they're opening one in Issaquah, and that would be a lot more convenient here in town. So they're still slated to open in the Issaquah Highlands, right?
Yeah, that's a lot more dangerous too, being closer. But yes, but good, a good dangerous.
Yeah.
So they are in the permitting process. So they actually are probably they hope to open before Christmas, but maybe a little later. So they're gonna be up in the Highlands Regency Center, Grand Ridge Plaza area.
Yep.
And so soon enough, we will be able to go get those amazing cookies. I had some I don't remember what town I was in, but outside the state. And again, you hear this crumbles coming.
Yeah.
What is crumble? And that's why they're dangerous, because I would like to be there every day. So,
well, I think some locations even deliver too, which is even more. I know. Oh, great.
Yeah. So maybe it's a good team building, having crumble cookies at the team meeting, right?
Yeah. Well, I still need to try it. Yeah, because I was like at the window in Sammamish looking in, and everything's
close.
It was a beautiful space. Yeah, but not quite ready. So I'm excited to try it when they come to Issaquah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So and then what else is going on in the Highlands?
Yeah, so I don't know if you noticed, but there's a Mud Bay pet supply up there. And I did a double take. I'm like, wait a minute, is there still one in Gilman? So there's actually two places to buy your furry friends a gift this year. So I was really surprised, but also excited to see that. I think, COVID and also just the growth that we've had up in that area and the plateau in general, to support two places in Issaquah is a really great to see that we have a robust market. So
yeah, pets are loved here in Issaquah, and
Indeed.
just like you getting a dog during COVID. I think
I have a third puppy,
right? Yeah. Okay, well, we've started with gifts for pets, but maybe we should turn to the theme of our podcast episode today, which is the holidays, one of my favorite times of year in Issaquah, and specifically, since we're talking about local businesses, how we can support them during the holidays, and hopefully, those that are listening or watching have seen our Issaquah Loyal campaign. We have stickers, thank you. Yes, as you pull one up. And there's oftentimes, posters around town too, to promote shopping local. And why is that so important? Why is that something that really helps our community in ensuring that we shop local for the holidays?
Yeah, well, I think there's multiple reasons. And so I'm not going to get into my wonky economic development rule things, but maybe I will.
Well, I'm in.
But, so you think about the economy in general, it's good for our tax revenue, it's good for jobs, it's good for vitality to attract people to say, oh, look, they have these amenities here. But when you really get down to it, let's talk about the people who own those businesses, right?
Yes.
And so people who are entrepreneurs, who have ideas and take the time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears to start a small business because they have this amazing idea or product or service they want to provide. And there's nothing better about going into a business, seeing the owner, knowing the employees, and really feeling that connection and knowing that the money you're spending there is staying in the community, right? So love all of our businesses, but if their headquarters is back in New Jersey or someplace, that money isn't being invested as much as when you shop locally. So it's really important, I think, as we all succumb to shopping on Amazon and now and again, but to remember that without our small businesses in our communities, we are not going to have that flavor of Issaquah, right? And so why would somebody come to Issaquah if okay, I can get the same things, in my own community? So it really allows an opportunity for us to shine. But again, it gets to the people of, helping them reach their dreams, which is just an amazing feeling when you see, somebody like being able to do that. So exactly
exactly, yeah, what I was looking for. So let's talk Issaquah flavor. What things can we buy for the holidays and support our local businesses? So there's Black Friday, which we all know, but there's a few other of these shopping holidays that we like to promote at the city. Small Business Saturday, which is the next day, and then Artist Sunday. And so let's talk a bit about a few ways we can support local through those holidays. The first is our Downtown Issaquah Association is hosting an artisan market at the Issaquah Train Depot. That is on November 26th and 27th. So stop by, and they're promoting leather handbags, cashmere scarves, paper art, candles, body oils, dishes, all sorts of fun things, jewelry, and paintings, a lot of fun things. So come on down and check out the artisan market right in Old Town. That's a good place to start.
Yeah, and that's from 12 to 5. So I mean, again, those are small business owners as well, right?
Yeah.
So trying out that business, and whether it's a hobby or something that they want to kind of grow, that's a great way to kind of discover unique gifts that your folks are going to love. So
awesome. And so nearby at the Historic Shell building, they're offering a holiday shop that spans longer than just those 2 days of the 26th and 27th. It's for the whole season. Open Friday through Sundays, November 25th through December 31st. And they're going to be featuring 30 local artists at their holiday shop. That's a lot.
Yeah. And this is the 8th year they're doing it.
Wow.
Last year, I got this amazing woodcut ornament for my coworker. And it was a heart, but then within it, it said Issaquah. And it was just so neat to like, something unique that, until you really looked at it, you didn't realize like the connection to Issaquah. It was just a beautiful, wood ornament. And so, something special for sure. And again, you're going to find so many interesting, creative gifts for our favorite friends and family.
Yeah. And they're curated, right? We're not going to a whole bunch of different spots that if we go to some of these shops, either at the train depot or at the Shell station, these are all curated. That's great. There's a third spot too up in Issaquah Highlands where there is some curated items from local businesses. It's called the Village Market at Issaquah Highlands. They do it it's the first Saturday of every month from October to April. So we're still in that window. And their holiday themed one is going to be on December 3rd at Blakely Hall from 9 to 1. So another spot too, especially for those that live in the Highlands, can just walk over and start their holiday shopping too.
Yeah, no, this is I don't know if you've been up to they called it the Eco Market before, but they really changed it because it was expanding. They had such success, they decided to keep it going. And so it's, again, another opportunity for somebody to test out ideas and for you to go check out little trinkets and gift ideas that you can't find anywhere else.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So outside of these kind of curated events or options for Issaquah, are there, artist-focused businesses we can also just visit during the holiday season as we're shopping?
Oh, for sure. And so, a lot of these also have online presence. So definitely go look them up. Okay. So, since we were just talking about downtown and Old Town before, ready? So this is the name of the business. So there, there, S-O. And again, that is actually who curates the Downtown Issaquah Association's historic Shell holiday shop. So she has an amazing eye for, creative gifts and products, but she has her business in Old Town. I'm sure everybody knows Art by Fire, right? Yes. So that's a glass blowing along Front Street, and it's fun to watch. And I think now in these chilly days, I think I'd like to be standing by the furnace, but beautiful, beautiful, amazing things. I don't even know how they do it. I did a glass blowing ornament one time, and it's like, it looks so easy, and and then out of the box. So those are in our downtown neighborhood. I'm thinking about Gilman Village. So there's the Studio Den as well as Splendid Avenue. And so, and when you walk around Gilman Village, it feels like you're in a creative art space just by being there. Yeah. But those are two that you can really check out, some really creative gift ideas for the holidays. And then the one we mentioned last podcast in the lofts on Gilman is Northwest Makes. And so that's that maker space, but they also have products that they create for sale during this time as well. So,
Awesome.
and there may be some other places. So again, if we're missing someplace that we just don't know about, because I think a lot of businesses also during the holiday times and other seasons bring in seasonal things, right?
Yeah.
From artists or other places. So there may be some hidden gems that we're not aware of yet. So go check out your local business.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of supporting local businesses, so our local Chamber of Commerce does a campaign every year where it's for every $25 that you spend. If you submit it, you're entered to win up to $1,000. And so keep your receipts as you're shopping local. And if you go to the Chamber's website, you can upload those to enter to win some money. So you could also win as far as shopping local. Yeah.
You can treat yourself then after you know about amazing gifts for everybody else.
There you go. So, one thing we've not talked about on the podcast yet is Visit Issaquah. So I want to take a minute too and just think about other creative ways we can support our community and our local businesses during the holiday season. And that's a lot of what Visit Issaquah is all about, right? Is really supporting those that may be traveling or tourism or really coming to visit our town and how we can best support them. So what are some ideas you've heard from Visit Issaquah that are holiday related?
Yeah. So, it's true that Visit Issaquah really does focus on tourists and people from like 50 miles and out beyond. But all of those experiences and ideas are available for all of us. So, you think about, all right, gosh, my grandmother, my spouse, my kids, they have too much stuff, right? So think about giving an experience. So they actually curated a list of different places you can go get, you can buy a gift certificate for different experiences in Issaquah. So, but they're also thinking about like, okay, during the holidays, we are all, have 101, events and parties we need to go to. And so right now, if you book a party before November 30th, there's an opportunity to actually get some bonus items from one of the hoteliers. So they have information on their website, visitissaqua.com. But again, our businesses are finding ways to support the community, saying, hey, come on in and check out our things that you may not, if you live in Issaquah, you may not go to an Issaquah hotel per se, but they're available for, they have banquet rooms and other meeting rooms and all that kind of good stuff. So, as you think about like the things that you can make and go and experience, or even jumping off a mountain, parasailing off a mountain. I did that. It's pretty fun. There's, other things that we want to do as families, right? And so they actually created a fall and winter activity guide. So you're kind of thinking, okay, what can I do? And so, during the months of November, December, now that we're in, there's a lot of fun things that we do. And maybe you're new to the community, or maybe it's been a while since you've been up to Cougar Mountain Zoo. Go check it out. The Issaquah Food Bank does a fundraiser on Thanksgiving Day called the Turkey Trot. And there's a lot of fun things to like get yourself, more aware of and connected to the community. And again, getting back to that shop local and why do that? It's about those connections to the community and really creating and keeping our vibrant community. So there's lots of ways to reconnect and kind of figure out that that visitors would be raving about. We may forget about that's in our backyard. So. Yeah.
Well, and one other plug too, and this is something that we were just talking about in our family. So we're hosting Thanksgiving and we don't have enough space for everyone that's coming from out of town. We have great hotels here and great lodging here. So that's another resource too during the holidays is, referring friends and family that are around that just don't have the bed space for, that we've got some great spots right here in town where people can stay and still celebrate with their loved ones.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And that, years ago, there wasn't quite so. We didn't have as many. So there's quite the choices. So, yeah.
So as we've talked through kind of shopping and gifts and a little, touching a little bit on some of the fun things you can do in Issaquah. But there's a lot of holiday related events coming up. Just we wanted to quickly plug. The first is the city is doing Light Up the Night, a tree lighting ceremony this Saturday, November 19th at 5 p.m. And there will even be a performance from some Village Theater actors. And the mayor will be lighting the tree. We're all very excited. I'm seeing a lot of great RSVPs on Facebook. This hopefully becomes a tradition for Issaquah. I'm quite excited about it. So please join us for that, for just a whole lot of fun. There'll be some free treats and other surprises along the way. And then Gilman Village is another spot you mentioned too, that always has such a holiday vibe as you're shopping through. And oftentimes you can catch Santa and enjoy the lights that are there and grab a warm cup of coffee and do a lot of your holiday shopping in just a really cool environment. So a plug also for Gilman Village.
Yeah.
And then there's caroling, right, at the depot. What are the details on that?
Yeah, so that's just behind off of Front Street in downtown. And so there's going to be caroling on December 8th from 4 to 6. And so they're going to do a sing along of all the holiday classics. And so I'm not sure, the last time you caroled, but you had some fond memories from going out and just having fun, right? They say to bring your ukulele or tambourine or just yourself, and just really encouraging people to get into the holiday spirit. They're going to have hot chocolate and candy canes. So again, that's on the 8th between 4 and 6 at the Issaquah Depot, again, which is behind the train depot, which is behind Front Street downtown.
Awesome. Great. So we've just spit out a ton of dates and a ton of details. So we have collected all this information on the city's website. So if we've mentioned anything that you're interested in today, go to issaquah.gov/Issaquah Loyal. And you can also find a lot of this also posted on our social media. So if you want to RSVP to events via our Facebook page, that's one option too. But there's a lot of resources out there on how you can make sure you get these times and dates on your calendar. So now we're going to quickly turn to another business spotlight, which we like to end all of our episodes on. And for this episode, we're going to be featuring Marlowe's Fine Jewelry. So let's check out kind of the story behind this longstanding business in Issaquah.
We have been in the city of Issaquah for 7 years. My husband and I began this business about 35 years ago when we had our first store in the South Center area, and we've been creating and helping people with their beautiful jewelry ever since. We specialize in all types of custom jewelry, jewelry repair, watch work, all types of services that everyone needs to keep their jewelry looking beautiful. Issaquah is just a jewel of a community. It's our home community. We always wanted to have a store here. The people here are wonderful to work with, and it's a great business community. It's small, but right on the cusp of everywhere you need to be. And we just knew that this is where we wanted to be and serve the community here. Jewelry is very personal and it's very emotional, and we take the time to develop those relationships, and those are important to us, and really taking care of our customer is our #1 priority. Whether it's just changing a watch battery or doing an extensive repair or creating a custom project for you, we're going to put the love and passion that we have for jewelry into everything that we do. We're so lucky and blessed to be in this beautiful community, and the people are kind and understanding, and it's a really beautiful place to have a business, and I just feel really honored to be part of people's lives, and helping people write their story with jewelry is, like I said, very emotional and personal, so it's just an honor to be part of that.
Really inspired me to go visit.
I know, right? It's amazing. Again, it's the people of our businesses that really count.
Yes, definitely. I'll have to revise my wish list too. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jen, for chatting today. This was really fun. I think it got me in the holiday mindset, and I hope for others too, brought some inspiration on ways we can support local businesses. So thank you all for joining us. If you have a question or a tip or other information, please reach out to us at ed@issaquahwa.gov, and we'll be sure to include that topic on our next episode. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.